Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. This return. So Appalachian State's offense will have the football first here. And there's the star running back jogging out of the feet. Add to his huge highlight reel, Kirk.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything: vision, speed, power. He can diagnose a defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play.
And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Moving right through the contact. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the 1st down yardage. 3rd and short now for the offense from the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Looking to throw. It's Jennings. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The shotgun handoff here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, here it
his opening drive of the game. He's just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
I was trying something. I shouldn't have thrown it, but I was trying something. Trying to pick on the safety and
first
then
down
quarterback
loss,
get
it's
back
second and long, the 17.
Watch him.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made on the out route. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Dump ball's caught by the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Try and muscle for the first down. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. In this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they need 9 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. The App State offense goes back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Hands it off on the counter. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Run quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half.
Oh.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And they get the completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
The pocket breaking down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball caught inside the 10. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. Second down and goal upcoming. They go with a direct snap. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, App State. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
Man, that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Contact as he let the ball go. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Jennings. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job by the defender to break that up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Powers through the tackle.
Get off me.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Bringing pressure. Breaks loose at the 40. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. It's a 1st and 10 play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
and they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Oh, what a play
Knew
by
it.
this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. Makes a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He'll field the punt. Decides not to fair catch it, but he is tackled immediately. The gutsy move, but didn't produce much. This goes back on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack. Appalachian State has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air. It's Jennings. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another nice...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Looking to throw again. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Hit as he released it. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to the end zone.
What the fuck?
Crucial turnover. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
1st down, looking to throw the ball.
Thank you.
The pass is intercepted. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Now the Auburn offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. That's caught. It's Roberts. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left side. And it's complete downfield. Moves his way for a 1st down to the 35. The offense going with the hurry up.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you? Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking right, this one caught. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And looking for a big play here. The pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And he's throwing for it on 4th down.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now.
Oh, man.
Here on the move. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. There's a shot toward the end zone. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Running out, and he'll lost it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He bought some time, now lets it go. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First down here for this offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Finds an open target on the left side. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Important 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down.
The defense today, they have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
On the run here. Lets it go. The pass is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The App State offense goes back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 15. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. The defense backed up against their own end zone. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, the pass rush gets home. A sack to end it as the defense punctuates this victory. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand.